A very warm welcome. Today we have with us Mr. Madhusudan C Warrior, who is the head at information technology in Mirae Asset Capital Markets. A very warm welcome, sir, at CXOTV.
Thank you, Urmi. It's a pleasure to be back.
Thank you, sir. So before we proceed, we would actually like to understand from you your journey, how it has been over the years. If you can share some insight.
Yeah. So I started my career basically in the 90s. Started with Asian Paints. So I was lucky to be in Asian Paints. Asian Paints was one of the very few companies in that era which had automation right from the time a truck used to enter the gate of the factory till the end result of invoicing as well as. So every process was automated at that time. So I was lucky in that era to be exposed to information technology. So post that, there has been a long stint in the financial services, starting with UTI, Tata Mutual Fund. I worked with 3i Infotech, a long career with IDFC, NIIF, and now with Mirae Asset Capital Markets, where I head the technology in the role of the Chief Technology Officer.
Okay. That's wonderful, sir. It's been a long years experience. Yeah. So, in the field of digital transformation that we are seeing, which is actually shaping the BFSI industry, and what we would like to understand, what exactly the role does technology play in enhancing the customer experience in financial services?
So if you look at it, there has been a digital transformation across the BFSI, and especially after the COVID, if we see almost every company, they are trying to leverage the emerging technologies and try to enhance the customer experience. The primary focus has been customer experience, trying to streamline processes and reduce costs. If you look at it, technology has played a very crucial role, enabling all these financial institutions to offer personalized real-time services through digital channels. So if you look at it, whether it is mobile banking, online portals, or artificial intelligence-powered chatbots, when we go to a website, automatically looking at the patterns at what we do, the chatbots try to predict and try to give us better service. So by leveraging these technologies, BFSI, we have seen that they have improved the customer engagement and expanded their reach, etc. So consumers also, on the other hand, they have been demanding better services, and because of technology advancing at such a rapid pace, we have seen that customers try to engage with their financial services provider. And this has led to integration of multiple technologies. Maybe 2 or 3 years back, we would never have thought that a visual interaction or a visual webinar or a conference that can be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So customer expectations have started changing, and they expect now personalized financial solutions from their service providers. And of course, with competition also coming in, financial service providers, they have felt the need to embrace digital transformation. So, and digital transformation, it has ensured that the quality and security of the financial services that have improved.
I think, and you rightly pointed out, after COVID, the lives as well as the demand for technology has ever since increased. So definitely, and especially in this asset management sector, if you can share some highlight into what are the current trends and challenges, and how has Mirae Asset Capital adapted to these changes to stay competitive in the market?
If you look at it, the current trends in the asset management sector, it includes increased focus on digitization. So you look everywhere, the traditional ways of physical contact, it is now becoming digital. And the way the trend is going, and with the next generation also coming up, the focus will be more and more on digitization. You look at it, earlier, the way the investments were being done, there were lengthy forms, manual processes to be completed. So now at a click of 4 or 5 clicks, what you see is investments gets very simplified. Similarly, the redemption process, which is there, it is becoming more and more simpler. Customer services, as we just spoke some time back, that is getting better and better. Then, of course, there is a focus on sustainability, environment, social governance, and there is a growing demand for investment strategies. Earlier, the funds, etc., which were launched, it had a specific objective. So now, if you look at it, various different types of funds are also coming in, which is some of them include like a passive investment strategy, and technology is being used, I'll say, to a great extent when such funds are being launched. In my previous employment, we had launched, there was a quant fund which was launched, wherein the fund manager himself was a tech savvy and he used to write programs and algorithms to time the particular market. So, basis the investment objective, etc., there was automatic redemption or fresh investment being chartered out.
Okay.
There has been use of data analytics to enhance decision making. We see most of the organizations are focusing on data, creating data warehouses, how that data can help them to make decisions. Mirae Asset Capital Markets, if you look at it, it's a trading platform, which is where there is one of a unique kind of offering in the industry, where there is zero brokerage. You just pay 2,000 rupees one time, and then lifetime there is no brokerage. And if you look at it, in the last 17 months, there have been 5 lakh customers and 21 crore plus trades.
That's great. Okay. So, all right. So, we also would like to understand that how do you think that technology is being leveraged in the asset management industry to make data-driven investment decision as well as optimize portfolio management and enhance client services?
So technology has been really transforming the asset management industry. We just spoke about data analytics. So if you look at it, most of the financial services, they are putting their focus on data analytics tools to make data-driven investment decisions. Then look at this portfolio management process, streamlining the portfolio management process. And of course, as we spoke in when the first question was asked, how can we make the customer services much better through the digital platforms? So we have seen that there have been machine learning algorithms, natural language processing, and cloud computing as some of the technologies which are being used to leverage and analyze vast amounts of data which is already there within the ecosystem of every organization. So this actually helps to deliver insights that can be a very strong base to take any particular decision. We have seen that there has been robo-advisory platforms which have come in. They are gaining popularity. So gradually we see, like when there were physical interactions earlier, when somebody used to come opposite, sit, and then understand the needs, preferences, and then basis that they used to get back, this is better, that is better. So there are platforms which are gaining popularity, which provide automated investment solutions to customers. And of course, internally within organizations, there are dashboards and reporting tools are being developed to provide the key decision makers with real-time data and insights.
So, as you were mentioning a while back, that everything in today's time is getting digitized, and with digitization, we are seeing so much of convenience, and both at the business level as well as for the customers. So, with this shift towards digital channels, how is Mirae Asset Capital Markets leveraging technology to engage and retain customers in a highly competitive financial landscape?
So if we don't digitize, if we don't innovate, we get left behind. So Mirae Asset Capital Market, there is a big primary focus on innovation. What we do very thoroughly is we look at customer feedback. We look at our internal processes very deeply. What can be done better? Customer feedback is very important to us and we act on it. We look at leveraging technology to improve or enhance the customer engagement and retention through various digital channels, be it our mobile app or be it our website. We also are looking at various artificial intelligence powered solutions which can help us improve our existing processes, making it more efficient. So, and as we just mentioned, we are using data analytics to personalize services, which can be then tailor-made for a specific set of customers, and even our internal users, depending upon the needs and preferences. Ultimately, the objective is to give a much better and more seamless experience.
Okay.
Plus, in addition, we are also investing in technologies like cloud, wherein there is a auto scalability of the various services, and also bring about much more better information security in our operations.
Okay. As you were just mentioning that Mirae Asset Market Capital is believing into innovation, could you mention a few of the innovative tools or solutions that they have come up with?
So if you look at it, we have migrated to the cloud. The way we have organized and structured our processes, they actually give us much better optimization than compared to earlier. And plus, we are looking at evaluating various artificial intelligence tools, which can reduce the manual processes which are being done and can automate the routine mundane tasks.
Right. I think AI is coming up as a big time tool to bring in much more innovations and leverage the technology ahead.
So basically a used case. So AI is really good on paper, but unless and until we know how to use AI and how the objective of AI has to be made very clear. So if I'm going to attempt to do something, the use case has to be right.
Right. So fintech startups have disrupted traditional financial services. So how do you see that the relation between established financial institutions and fintech companies evolving in the coming years?
So if you look at it over the past few years, a lot of fintech companies and startups have come up, and they have started getting a lot of traction. The processes that people were comfortable doing earlier, they have basically been challenged, and newer and better ways of doing the same particular process has been showcased in multiple platforms. So if you look at it, the relationship between the established financial institutions and the fintech companies, it has evolved. And we see there is a greater collaboration and integration between these financial institutions as well as the fintech startups. So earlier, the thought process was institutions build their own teams, have dedicated teams. So gradually, we see that the mindset has shifted. Either financial institutions, they invest in such sort of tech companies, and plus they put in a lot of time and efforts to stay relevant, and they go to the extent of even partnering with institutions to leverage their resources and their reach. So if you look at it, a hybrid model is where we see currently the trends are there, and the traditional and the new financial services are getting seamlessly integrated, ultimately giving much better services to customers.
Right. Right. So what exactly the role do RPA and AI play in streamlining operational processes and improving efficiencies in asset management and financial services at Mirae Asset Capital Markets, if you can share?
So RPA and AI, robotic process automation and artificial intelligence. Yeah. So if you look at it, they are playing a significant role in streamlining, especially the operational processes and improving the efficiency. So what we do is we look at these. It's an ongoing activity for us. We study the processes that consume time and see how it can be optimized using these technologies and how it can be made more efficient. It's an ongoing activity, as I just mentioned. So our focus in RPA is to automate repetitive rule-based tasks or freeing up people who do these routine tasks to focus on more strategic initiatives. On the AI side also, it helps us analyze large amounts of data, identify certain patterns, and then see if these patterns can be used to make certain predictions, and which allows for more informed decision making. So to summarize, by leveraging these technologies, Mirae Asset, we aim to improve our operational efficiency, reduce the manual errors, and ultimately enhance the customer experience, be it our internal customers or the external customers.
Okay. So, in your opinion, looking ahead, how do you exactly envision the future of the asset management industry, and what technologies or strategies do you believe will be pivotal for success in the years to come by?
So future, everyone is looking at trying to improve their processes, how we can make the experience much more better. And technology is also changing at a rapid pace. So 1 year back, what we could think, we are seeing that there have been new initiatives or new applications which have come out like ChatGPT. So the focus is how can I use this latest technology to improve my operations and my business model. So tools such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, this is the need of the hour. And every organization looks at what we can adopt from this and how we can take the experience to the next level. So these innovations, primarily the way I believe is it will enable it faster and more efficient, more personalized investment decisions, and of course also improve the risk management and the security, information security in an organization, have better compliance. Regulators are there, always there, where there is BFSI. So how can I ensure that my compliance to the regulator is always there on the line? And then you look at it, the growing importance of sustainable and responsible investing. That is something which will be the focus. So investors also, they would like to prioritize basis their preferences. Ultimately, if you look at it, the successful organizations who are able to harness these technologies and strategies will be able to create more value to their customers. And they will be able to adapt to the evolving landscape. So looking at M-Stock, particularly if you see, we are coming up with our next version of the application where there will be a much better world-class charting experience, one-click order execution, themes, and a host of other enriching features.
Okay. So, the success is entirely dependent upon adaptability and effective use of technology along with sustainable usage.
Yes.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, sir, for joining. It was an insightful session for us. Thank you once again for sharing your time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be back.
Same here. It was a pleasure interacting.
For more updates from CXOTV, please like and subscribe to our channel.